Here are a few hints for completing Lab 2 based on the struggles that some students have had during previous semesters. First, let's talk about passwords. On the Puppet documentation for the user resource type, it notes that on Linux, the password given in the configuration file must already be encrypted. Thankfully, it gives you some hints there on using built-in functions or functions from the Puppet Labs standard library to calculate the correct encrypted passwords. You can also use the sensitive data type to redact plain text passwords from log files. Of course, on Windows, you can only use clear text passwords in your manifest files. Next, installing packages on Windows can be quite difficult without using a package management program such as Chocolatey. In the resources section below this video, I've included a few links describing the process for installing and managing packages in Windows in more detail. In short, you'll need to be very careful about the title matching the actual display name of the package, as well as the install options to make them install silently. This may take a bit of trial and error to get it all working correctly. In addition, when you download the installation files for Windows, make sure you get the full installers and not the stub installer that just downloads the real installer in the background. Sometimes you have to dig a bit deeper on the vendor's website to find these. As stated in the assignment sheet, you may also choose to download the files using the Download Puppet module. Either approach will work. Another important note, on both Windows and Linux, changes to group membership do not take effect immediately. On Linux, the current user must log out and log in to see the change, whereas on Windows a reboot is required in most cases. Because of this, when testing your manifest files, you may find it necessary to apply the manifest, then log out or reboot and apply it again for all resources to be configured correctly. That is fine, provided that it works as intended on the second application. Finally, you may find that defining file permissions in Windows is difficult using the default file resource. You may choose to install the Puppet Labs ACL module to configure Windows permissions directly. The resources section below this video includes a link to that module and its documentation as well. I hope that these hints help you successfully complete Lab 2 with minimal frustration. As always, if you have any questions or run into any issues with this lab, please post on the course discussions forums first before contacting me directly. Good luck!